This is Activity 3.3 on page 63, Creating a Macro. We have the workbook My Regional Expenses open. Your workbook is taking shape and you realize that you have yet to add formatting to all the worksheets. Since the 3 regional worksheets have the same structure, you want to apply the same formatting to each of them. You want to make the following formatting changes to the North American, European, and Australian worksheets. We want to change the formatting of each of the worksheet titles in cell A1 to bold, italic, and 14 points. We want to bold, italicize, and underline the expense headings in column A, as well as the quarter headings in row 5. And we want to format the values and totals for each quarter with currency formatting. Rather than format each of the worksheets manually, you decide to format the North American worksheet while recording a macro. You will then automate the formatting of the other worksheets. Number 1, begin recording the macro to format the worksheets. We want to navigate over to the North American worksheet tab. We're going to go up to the View tab of our ribbon. And in our macros group, we're going to select the macros drop-down arrow. And from here, we're going to select Record Macro. In our dialog box, in the macro name field, we're going to name this Format Sheet. Again, no spaces in our macro names. In the shortcut field, we already have our control. We're also going to do Shift and the letter F as in Frank. So our shortcut key will be Control Shift F. In the Store Macro In field, we want this workbook selected. And in our description field, we're going to type Format Worksheets. And click OK from here. So our macro is now recording for us. You can see that we do have the stop button in our status bar at the bottom. Number 2, we're going to format the title of the worksheet. We're going to select cell A1, go up to our Home tab, and in our font group, we're going to change our size to 14. We're also going to bold this text and italicize it as well. Number 3, format the expense and quarterly headings in column A and row 5. We're going to select the range A5 through A10. So that's from expense through total. We're going to hold down our control key. And we're also going to select the range B5 through E5, which is quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have 2 individual ranges selected. And from our Home tab, we're going to bold, italicize, and underline. Number 4, format the quarterly values and totals with currency formatting. We're going to select the range B6 through E10. So that's the value 429 through 11,101.75. And we're going to go up to our number command group and select our dialog box launcher. We're going to choose our currency category for our number formatting. And we want to set the decimal places to show 0. Click OK. So you can see we get our currency with no decimals shown here. And we want to end our macro by having our cursor on cell A2. So select cell A2. Then we're going to stop our macro by going up to View, Macros drop down, and Stop Recording. So now none of my steps are being recorded. It's all finished. We just recorded our formatting on the North American worksheet. Now we're going to run this on our European worksheet. We're going to select our European worksheet tab, go up to our View tab, Macros drop-down, and select View Macros. Here we have the Format Sheet macro shown. With that highlighted, we're going to select Run. And you can see it has applied all of that formatting to our European worksheet as well. Now we're going to run our macro on the Australian worksheet by using our keyboard shortcut. I'm going to navigate over to the Australian tab, and our keyboard shortcut for our macro was Control, Shift, and the letter F all at the same time. Again, it runs that as well for me. Now number 8, we're going to create a macro that clears all formatting. We're going to go back to our North American worksheet, our macros drop-down, and select Record Macro again. And this one we're going to name Clear Formats. Again, no spaces. For our shortcut key, we are going to do Control, Shift, and C. So remember, Control is already there, so we have to do Shift and the letter C. We're going to store this macro in this workbook, and our description is going to be Clear Worksheet Formatting. Click OK. You can see our macro is now running. We're going to click on the Select All button to select our whole entire worksheet. We're going to go up to the Home tab of our ribbon, and in our Editing command group, select the Clear drop-down and choose Clear Formats. We want to end on cell A1, so you can do Control Home, or you can just select the cell if you want. And then we're going to stop recording. View tab, Macros drop-down, stop recording. Now, since this particular workbook has macros saved in it, you need to save it as a macro-enabled workbook, because macros can be, I don't want to say unsafe, but kind of. You don't want to run macros from just anybody. You want to make sure that whoever's sending you a workbook with macros in it is a trusted source. So we're going to save this as a macro-enabled workbook by going to File and Save As. And we're going to save to our current folder, Automating Workbook Functionality. And from our Save As type drop-down, choose Excel Macro Enabled Workbook. We can leave the name the same, My Regional Expenses, and click Save. Okay, we will not be completing activity 3-4. We do not use VBA Visual Basic for coding in our course. That's much more in depth than we cover in our classes. That's more computer coding that we don't need to get into. And it is not on your certification, so I won't confuse you with that. So with that, we will not be completing activity 3.4 on page 66. So you can close out of Excel and this workbook, as this is the last activity for this chapter.